It's going right now.
Alright. Okay, so if you want to zoom in right here, this is the yoke right here with what we call in the Ameriflight pickle switch. Did you get that term?
Yeah.
Trim disconnect, right? Shut it off. Also over here too. So what we're going to do is we're going to move it forwards and backwards. We're going to test the micro switch with the left handle, okay, to make sure that the out of range feature is working.
Okay, so run me through this test.
Alright, so to run you through the test, we're going to start by going forward here, and I'm going to disconnect it pushing this button, and the opposite direction with the yoke to shut off the trim to make sure it can disconnect those 3 separate ways to stop the trim from moving. Okay, so I'm going to do that first. Here we go. I'm starting here. So I'm going to disconnect, and opposite direction to disconnect it again. Right? Trim shuts off each time. Now the trim should be out of range. We're going to check it. There you go. Trim's out of range. Now we're going to move it back down all the way to get it back down. So we're going to come down, disconnect, disconnect, disconnect the 3rd time. We're going to continue all the way down till it goes past the out of range again.
And by the way, we're looking at, you can kind of show them, this is the window.
Yep. That window right there shows you the range. We're going to check it with the micro switch. Once again, we're out of range. So you want that out of range warning to go off each time. Okay, now last but not least, now what we're going to do is we're going to check the standby system. So right here on the center console, you've got 2 switches. We're going to start by turning off the main trim. We're going to check it. Doesn't work. That's what we want. On the co-pilot's yoke, doesn't work. That's what we want. Okay, now we're going to go standby trim on. Doesn't work on the yoke. Once again, that's what we want. Doesn't work again. Now back down to the center console, we've got our standby trim knobs right here. You can check each one individually. Make sure that they don't work. Then you're going to check both forward. You can hear it working. You can also hear the meeps. It moves at 1/3 of the speed, so it takes a little bit longer. There's your meep. And back down. Okay, it's working. So now we can shut off the standby system, turn on the main system again, and then just run it back to normal range. Check the system, and you're back in range. Trim test complete.
Thanks, Captain Rhett.